What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from V19 News. Most of you are aware of the Diddy and Cassie situation and everything that's going on. If you are someone who are new here and you have no clue, I have linked the videos in the description below. Click the very first link and the second link to watch all of the videos I've done to cover this story. But in summary, a while back, Cassie, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, filed a lawsuit against him, which was settled in record time. She did mention some very alarming things in her lawsuit that a few days ago we got to see the evidence. I'm going to talk about what happened a few days ago because this is what led Diddy to go from saying that he didn't do anything, even though this one was heavily focused on the other lawsuit outside of Cassie, but he did say that everything that was also mentioned in Cassie lawsuit did not happen, to now releasing an apology today. So we're gonna just run it back real quick about the video that happened a few days ago and then get into Diddy apology. Just sad that Cassie have to relive these moments. Now, of course, I can't play the video because then this video will get blocked. It's too graphic. But go to CNN.com. They broke the story by posting this video to watch the video. For those of you who are on social media, I'm sure you have seen the video. I just have screenshots from certain moments in the video, so just be warned, okay? So Diddy allegedly had given Cassie a black eye the night before. And so Cassie attempted to leave when Diddy was sleeping. Now, based on the towel and the way how he was dressed, my initial thought was he was in the shower, and so she tried to leave while he was in the shower. But when I read the actual court document, it said that he was sleeping. So we have to go with what I guess she reported in her court documents. She's trying to get in the elevator and leave. He grabs her head, as you can see in this still image right here. He then punched her. Then he drags her to the floor. As she's on the floor looking lifeless, he kicks her. Okay? She's still on the floor. Diddy kicks her again. It's so disgusting and sad, okay? Then he drags her all the way back to their room. But he left some of her things outside, so he went to grab her things. So she gets on the phone to call for help. He comes back, he sees her on the phone, and he throws her in a corner. And while she's in the corner crying, he then throws something at her. As you can see, he's lifting the thing over his head, and he's throwing whatever it is in her direction. And Cassie, once again, I'm praying for you. Just an excerpt from the court document. Mr. Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye. That's what I just mentioned. And then the next one, after he fell asleep, which I also just mentioned, Miss Ventura tried to leave the hotel room, but as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. He grabbed at her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. And go ahead and read the rest. Once again, like I said, reliving all of this is just terrible and disgusting, and I'm praying for Cassie.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. Going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
And Diddy captioned a post, "I'm truly sorry." Not who's the therapist, Russell Simmons. So after the Diddy video, Kelly Price left a comment. "It is my sincere prayer that the power of the Holy Ghost overtake you so that you not only have a change of heart, but a change of mind and a change of direction. I have seen you at your best and I've seen you at your worst. I know what you are capable of being when you were at your best, despite the seduction of this industry. I want to see you and I want to see you soon." All right, it's getting late and I'm trying to post this one, so I'm going to jump around a little bit. She continued, "I need you to pray and I need you to receive from the Most High. I need for those prayers to take place sincerely. You are a unique talent, and both sides that represent light and darkness receives you anxiously. Do you know who God is? Lean not into your own understanding, but all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. KP," which stands for Kelly Price with a heart emoji. So of course people felt like, why are you giving him grace? Yes, he apologized, but he didn't mention Cassie's name. He is still not sorry. And they started going in on her. "Why are you using God?" I mean, it was terrible. So bad to the point where you all know I love reading social media reaction. I would not be putting those comments on the screen because people really went low to the gutter. So she hopped on Instagram Live. Now, before we play her Instagram Live, let's read the caption that she wrote on Instagram Live, and then we're going to get into it. "For those who misconstrued, misinterpreted, or just chose to put words in my mouth, this is for clarity. If you choose to believe otherwise, that's your choice, but I won't let anyone call me out for something I didn't do. I can't offer redemption, forgiveness, or grace because my name is Kelly, not Jesus. Therapy plus Jesus, that's doing the soul work. What happens legally is up to the people who have that authority."
Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds or a minute before hi everybody. Before I say too much. Because I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to keep this live up, but I decided to do one. Hello, 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 hello. Happy blessed Sunday to everybody. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hi. Thank you. Hey, Toyera. Hello, hello, hello. I'm good. Thank you for asking how I am. I am good. I think everything should be up. Someone said they just, yes, all dates will be posted. Hello. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to sit in here and argue with trolls. I'm finally to the point where I realize after 31 plus years in this business, there's always going to be somebody that has something negative to say. So I leave them in their negative space and I stay in the space that God has blessed me to be in, because whether you love me or hate me, you can't do anything about it. I came here to say this. I do realize that when you put something out, you leave it up to the person who hears it or sees it. It's really up to how they choose to comprehend it. Some of you got it, some of you did not. I could give you the whole religious thing, which if you are a real Kelly Price follower, you know I'm not church. I love God because I stick with where there are humans, there is the opportunity for there to be lots of error because we are all made of flesh, all born in sin, all shaped in iniquity, and we all have the capacity, if we allow ourselves, to go to a dark enough place to do some very horrible things. For those of you who got it, you don't need an explanation. I have not spoken about any of this stuff since it's come out. I don't stand with anything that is criminal. None of us can unsee what we saw. For those of you who got what I was trying to say, and I was compelled to say it, I don't need the clout. So for those of you who are saying that, you know, you're the one who's inside my life, so I guess you need it. It was really more of a warning. Like, when it's all said and done, we're body, soul, and spirit, right? So if someone has a problem with alcoholism or drugs or whatever it is, if you put them in a 90-day program and they feel better at day 45 and they check themselves out, the work has not been finished. The work has not been complete. I simply said to him, because I believed that he would hear it, that make sure, I was pretty much telling him, do the soul work. So I wasn't, oh my God, I'm praying for you. Why are they trying to drag the black man down? You've not seen me out here on that. So for those of you who tried to make it that, you need something to harp on, and I get it. Do what you got to do to make your life feel important. I don't need to do those things. I actually do real things that leave a mark in this world, which is the reason why you actually know my name while you're trying to drag me. Okay? I really was telling him, do the soul work. Do the soul work. Because there's nothing that therapy, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, whatever the case may be, they can give you steps to try and not repeat the behavior. But if you don't get your soul right, there will not be real change. The proper definition of repentance is a change of heart, a change of mind, and a change of direction. I was basically telling him, you got to change your heart, you got to change your mind, and you got to change your direction. If you know God, you say you know God, or you want to know God, or you want to do better. I simply was saying that he had to do the work. The rest of you went on a harp. You went off on this thing. You talking about I pick a side. I pick the side of righteousness. I don't care who it is. There's no amount of money that's going to make me. There's no person in any position that's going to ever make me be okay with doing something to someone else so horrific. We live in a world where people thrive off of this stuff. Y'all have a good time jumping online, talking to people like they crazy that you know you ain't gonna ever see in real life. And if you did, you definitely won't have that energy. I keep telling y'all better be careful, because you never know who you're gonna see. And if you see them, you never know how, when you walk up on them, how they're gonna respond. We have keyboard thugs. This is the thing. We don't hold each other accountable enough. You saw what you wanted to see. And if that's how you understood it, I'm going to let you see it that way. I told him, do what you need to do to get your soul right, brother. It's up to the courts to decide what they do with him legally. I have nothing to do with that. But in the end, he's still going to have to see God. He's still going to have to see God. And whether he lives a long life outside of jail or the rest of his life in jail, I'm talking to a person and telling him, get your soul right. I was not fist in the air. Go, Diddy, go. That's what y'all tried to make it be. You're bored this Sunday. By the way, I just had a most beautiful lunch with a colleague. It's been a good day for me because I refuse for trolls and people who have lesser understanding to decide how my day is going to go. You know what I am praying? That he got the message, that he saw it, and that he chooses to do those things. I could have came on here all Jesus-y, preachy, he without sin, let him throw the first stone. We all know that. What we all got to remember too is, we can't ask God for forgiveness if we can't forgive others, but I didn't bring that here either. You decided to misconstrue what I said, and that's on you. He needs to go to God. He know what he has to do. Because the reality of it is when you're in right standing with God, God won't allow you, when you're really in right standing with God, he will not allow you to walk around knowing that you have done horrible things to people and not go back and make it right with them. So for the people who understood what it was I was trying to say, I was not up this morning being a Diddy cheerleader. I used my voice to someone who, for nearly 30 years now, if I had something to say, he would listen. He listened because I didn't party with him. He listened because I did not hang out with him socially. His nickname for me when I first started working with Bad Boy back in the 90s was, there goes the church girl. Everybody knew I just wasn't about certain things. Okay? So if your only way, you say, I need relevance, I'm sorry, sweetheart. My songs will be playing the day that the world blows up. So no, I don't need relevance. I don't need clout. I still have a roof over my head. I am very, very, very well taken care of. I was just as angry and as shocked as all of you were when you saw what you saw. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, Purple Heart, get the hell out of my live. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with you. Get out my nose, you weirdo. If I had it to do again, I would do it again and hope that he would do what he needs to do. When you are in right standing with God, he will not allow you to walk around knowing that you have hurt people, knowing that you have wronged people. He's not going to let your soul rest. He's not going to let your soul rest. So I just, for those who get it, I wanted you to get it. And that's that. Anybody that still, wants to feel the way you feel, you have that right. You do have that right. You do have that right. But I'm going to leave it at that. Funny thing is that everybody that has all the advice to me on how I should handle it, you go do what you're telling me to do. You go do what you're telling me to do. You make that call. You see if you can get in the room. It's as simple as that. I'm very, very grateful that I can go to God when I know that I have effed up. I really am grateful to know that I can go to God when I've effed up. And again, I hope he does what I've advised him to do. Of course, I pray for victims. I know what it is to be a SA survivor. But somebody got to start getting to these people, because Clearly, therapy is not enough. We got to start combining all of the resources that God has blessed us with and combine their attributes to try to be better and to try to do better. Okay? I love all y'all, even the ones of y'all that don't get it. If I got a booger in my nose, I wish you were here that you could pull it out, since you seem to keep looking at my nose, but it's a pretty nose. Yeah, God bless y'all. Happy Sunday. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I will enjoy the rest of my Sunday. I don't have any hate towards anybody. It takes a lot of energy to hate. If I don't rock with you, I just don't rock with you. At the end of the day, nobody gets to decide whether I make heaven other than God, the righteous judge. He gets to make that decision. So while you out here trying to drag me through the internet, you know, try to make sure that when you close your eyes for the last time, that you'll be standing on the right side of God's decision making. I said what I said. And that's it. Happy Sunday, everybody. Bye.
Pointing out that she's well taken care of and she's doing great and she's made classic records and they will continue to be played. That part was important because Diddy still have money. Regardless of what he's going through, he's still financially able and stable and all of that. So people feel like some of the celebrities that are coming out and defending Diddy and, you know, not caring if they're going to lose their careers or being blackballed or things like that. People feel like some of them are not genuine. Some of them are doing it because Diddy right now is watching his friendships and his friend group, okay? The people who are there at all of the parties, and that's great. But you know who your true friends are when you're going through situations like this, and the people who are showing up for you. Not just the people who are showing up privately, but the people who are publicly willing to accept the backlash to defend you. And some people feel like Diddy is vulnerable right now, and seeing people publicly defending him, putting their livelihood at risk to defend him, that he is going to be like, hey, you know, thank you so much for the support. I just send you some money. There are some people that are not genuine with the support. They are just defending him in hopes that financially he will come through for them. So Kelly Price is saying, absolutely not. I'm Kelly Price. I will always be Kelly Price. I can tour for the rest of my life with just my classics. I'm good. My song still gets played. I'm well taken care of. I'm not doing this for a money grab. I'm not doing this for clout. It was misinterpreted. I just want this man to go ahead and get help and all of that. So my thing is, this is a very sensitive subject and you have to be careful how you respond because the backlash will be there. I mean, we've seen it all day with Peter Thomas trying to clear things up because he defended Diddy and now he's not defending him anymore, and other people. So I just wish the survivor in all of this, Cassie, the best. Also, all of my responses, the Diddy, Cassie husband leaving a statement, all of that were taken care of and handled in previous videos. This video was Kelly Price focus, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.